Welcome back. On the heels of President-elect Donald Trump's sweeping deportation promise, a Texas man is fighting for his family's return after ICE deported his wife and their children to Mexico. Federico Arellano Jr. said they tried going through the immigration system on their own, but he says authorities arrested his family after missing an immigration hearing. So let's go live to CBS News correspondent Skyler Henry. Skyler, walk us through this one, because an immigration attorney has said in recent hours on CBS News this could have been handled differently, that they had other options they could have taken.
Yeah, Reed, I think contextually, this is one of those anomalies that this lawyer says should have been taken under consideration, especially by that judge and through the court system overall. Let's break down what happened. Federico Arellano, who you pointed out, is a U.S. citizen. His wife had come over from Mexico in June and had begun the process of getting her immigration status, her legal immigration status, and was set to appear before a judge in October. That didn't happen because 26 days prior to that court date, she had an emergency C-section for newborn twins. Doctors recommended that she should stay at home to recover. Arellano explained that situation, or at least he says he explained that situation to the court, and they said, no problem. We'll reschedule that date for a later date. We completely understand the situation. And then what happened is that what he says is immigration called him and for his family to report to the ICE detention center here in Houston, Texas, where agents then detained his wife, then his children, pulling them from his arms and sending them to Reynosa, Mexico. We were able to speak with the both of them yesterday by phone, by video chat. They described the conditions and also expressing the concerns that they have about the necessary medication and care that they feel that they're missing out on, that they obviously would have gotten in the United States. They say that it costs an incredible amount of money. There's a lot of stress, a lot of concern for this family, because remember, as I pointed out, those babies were supposed to be born right now, Reed. They were born 3 months ago.
Wow. And
so because they aren't getting that necessary medication, they're concerned about not only their well-being, but also whether they can get what they need to survive.
Yeah, and I'm curious about something. We know that he has representation now. Did he indicate any argument or plan to bring the family back because of that new representation?
Well, so that's the interesting thing. Because of this, they are really doing an all-out effort to try to get that family at least back here and have some sort of parole hearing. They say that they are reaching out to members of Congress because this is something that doesn't happen, especially for instances quite like this. The lawyers that we spoke with yesterday said that we see these quick deportations, especially as it relates to past criminals or those who may have been deported in the past. But because she had no prior record, that's what makes this case so unusual. They are concerned that this is something that could take months, if not longer, because of the fact that they are already deported and already in Mexico, and they will then have to speak with consulate offices. Obviously, they're getting members of Congress involved, but then trying to get through that tricky court system. And they also say that they are concerned about what may happen when President-elect Trump comes into office, given his rhetoric surrounding immigration over the course of the last several months. And so they're just not sure what can be done. They are fighting. They say that they will continue to look for every sort of resource and effort they possibly can to make sure that this family is reunited, but certainly is heartbreaking all around.
Skyler Henry, CBS News correspondent. We know you'll continue following this one and keeping an update on that, but my goodness, Mother Nature trying to upstage you in that report. I believe in Forrest Gump, what they called that behind you is big, fat, sideways rain. You go get dry, my friend. Thank you so much for being with us today.